Welcome back to Crossroads. I'm your host, Judy Davis, and we have with us Lakeisha Smith and Mary Whittier. Now, before we go on to talk about how the community can help, I'd like each of you maybe to take just a moment and help some viewers who really are right now at a crossroads. They're trying to decide, should I tell, should I not tell? They're kind of scared to be labeled crazy, or they're scared they'll break their family apart. What are some words that you can each just share with someone at a crossroads right now?
Well, I would just say that just have the courage and go forward, and it'll make you feel much better than worrying about what everybody else would feel about you or how you would feel about breaking up a family, because you have to get yourself right and feel good about yourself to move on in life. So I would very much encourage people to seek out any professional help that they may need, any faith-based churches or organizations that can be of assistance. Or if you just need someone to talk to on a level of been there, done that, you could definitely email me and we can have a conversation. So definitely.
And I would say that if you're out there, you are not alone. There are many, many, many children and adult survivors that have never, ever told. And it takes a tremendous amount of courage. And yes, it feels like it's a risk, but it's never a child's fault that they're sexually abused, ever. I don't care what the circumstances, I don't care what someone said to you, it is never your fault. It is always the fault of the adult, and you're not alone. So you can reach out to us at Bivona and we can connect you up with the right services through our organization. But please, if you can muster up the courage, make the call.
And your contact information?
You can contact me at unique, UNIQUESVSZN @yahoo.com, or Lakeisha.Smith81
And for Bivona Child Advocacy Center, our phone number is 935-7800. That's 935-7800. Our website is bivonacac.org. BIVONACAC.org.
And what are your hours?
Our hours are Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 6, and on Wednesdays we're open until 7. But we also have a answering service. So if you call at 10 o'clock at night, there's an emergency kind of response that if it's urgent, what to do and take those steps. But please don't hesitate to call.
Now, it seems like maybe one of the first things the community can do is get educated about child abuse. What could we learn going to your website?
Well, I think that's a great question, and I think that if people go to bivonacac.org, on our homepage, there's a button that says Stand Up for Kids. Click onto that, and there's a pledge that everybody can take that says, I agree that I pledge that if I suspect something, I'll report it. I want to get engaged. I want to get involved. There's a lot of ways that people can get involved. So everything from kind of what Lakeisha's doing, she's now a very active volunteer with a program that she'll talk a little bit about, to someone that needs the services, to a professional that maybe works with kids. So there's lots and lots of ways that we can all do something. So they can go to the website, get educated, they can get involved volunteering or maybe reporting. We can kind of walk them through that process. Mm-hmm. And our website also offers a whole host of everything from signs and symptoms of abuse to some preventive measures to what to do and what to look for. And we, there's a lot of community involvement that Bivona has, so that there's a lot of ways of getting involved and really spreading the message that this is a major problem in our country.
And how could someone receive a copy of your documentary?
They can contact me via email as well and get a copy of the documentary. I can also leave some copies here at the station, so just through email, definitely.
And you spoke about a new initiative?
Yes, I work with Bivona Advocacy Center as the co-chair of the Awareness Committee with the Bivona Young Professionals, and it's their inaugural season. we're kicking off, and what we want to do is bring more awareness to the issue of child abuse by volunteering, going to shows, doing fun things, and just involving the community. So we ask that if you're young and enthused about bringing awareness to the child abuse, whether physical or sexual, that you try to come and be a part of the Young Professionals group.
And who would they contact to be a part of that?
Probably Mary, and get in contact via the website.
Okay.
Yes.
Absolutely. We love our Bivona Young Professionals. BYP.
Yes.
It sounds exciting.
Yes.
Yeah, it's great. They're doing a great job.
Wow. Now, one last question. What's not helpful when it comes to child abuse? Someone might suspect something is going on. What's the last thing they should do?
Not tell.
Right.
I think that's the
Live in
last
denial.
thing. Yeah, the last thing. If you suspect it and you have an inclination that something, then seek out what that issue is, and don't be afraid to call whoever you need to call, because you could, not say something and abuse could continue. I'd rather be, wrong than right. That's the way I would look at it.
And what I say to folks is to sort of to that end, to not do something could be a tragedy, and you don't have to be the investigator. You don't have to know that for sure 100% it's accurate. All you have to have is a suspicion, a gut that tells you something doesn't seem right. You can call Bivona, you can call the Child Protective Hotline, you can call 911, but do something, and then the authorities will take a look at that and investigate that. But if you don't do anything, God forbid something happens to a child or continues to happen to a child, how are you going to feel about that?
Exactly.
And to that person who, because you did say it's family members, if it's a person who is close to that family member, they might think that I could just pull them aside and ask them, and tell them to stop, and that would be sufficient. What do you say to that?
No.
Because 10 times out of 10, the person is going to deny the situation. So if you feel that something's not right, it's upon you to confront a person, but you can also go a step further and notify the proper authorities.
And sometimes you've just tipped them off now that they know that you, so it becomes a complicated thing. It's much better to contact the appropriate authorities, call Bivona. We can help. We answer phone calls every day, guiding people through that system of how to make an actual report to either Child Protective Services or law enforcement.
Okay, so the thing is, don't handle it yourself. Seek assistance.
Seek professional help.
Okay. Do you have any last words for our audience before we close?
Just the fact of, pay attention to children, take advantage of the help that is in the community, because a lot of people don't know about Bivona Child Advocacy Center, and I think it's a very important program that we do have, and a lot of people just don't take advantage because of stipulations and feeling ashamed, or don't want to mess up family, but you're messing up a child's future if you don't. So I would very much encourage people who have children, or even adults who are going through something, to seek help or get help for that child.
Yeah. And get active, get involved, and spread the word of this, the issue and the resource, to everybody that you know. And if ever a child were to come to you and tell you about something like this, please, please take that seriously.
Thank you. Thank you for your courage, and thank you for all the assistance
Thanks
you're
for
here.
having us.
Welcome. You've been watching Crossroads. Crossroads is here to provide you with information when you need it most. So the next time you're at a crossroads, tune in to Crossroads.